but that's what I'm saying. But you have to explain that. It's hard for people to understand that because we're in that monkey see, monkey do reality.
I didn't meet you until I was 20 years in.
Right.
What he seen when he came into the picture, where physiologically there was just a lot of stuff going on, man. You know, I mean, there was the city was in turmoil. You remember with the board, what was it?
The riots and
the rebellion.
Yeah.
Spira came along at that time and kind of was right out of high school and was into college, and he was in his college life trying to do that. You know, he was like, okay, this is new, college, living away from home, and then you meet myself and Vic. It's like, of all the people you can meet, all the black folks you can meet, you know what I mean? You run into me and Vic and Katz and Chuck and oh man, you just the whole cast of characters.
Right. Which is what I was looking for. I mean, that's the thing. You tend to find, if you have an intention and you put something out there, it's like that, the law of attraction. You find what because that's exactly what I was looking for. Like I wanted to hang out with I'm reading about stories of Charlie Parker, like that, like just that. I'm like, where are those people at? Where's those crazy musicians? I found them.
All of the scourge of the. And I remember your aunt just kind of sizing us up the first.
Right.
The first time she seen me was up in Dayton. You remember?
Yeah, that Pasha's. Yeah.
Yeah, what was the place called?
Pacha's, I think.
Pacha's, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first time we physically met. I think we had talked on the phone even before.
Yeah.
And man, she just was like, she didn't know what it was going. She just kind of just sat back, and I could just tell she just was like, boy, what has this cat walked home? It's like
right, yeah,
bringing an animal, a puppy home, and so it's like what is Mike done? Yeah, that was deep. It's funny, but when I think about John, I think about your aunt a lot. I would always ask her, I said, she'd come and hear us play or hear Mike play when he would do recitals, and we'd all be there too. But particularly when we was doing the Brother Air ensemble thing, and she would come and I say, afterwards, I said, what did you think? She's like, I like that, but I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I like that, but I didn't like that. She said, but I like that. She was just, she would just be cringing, man, seeing me with face paint on. She's like, what are these cats? Like what? Is this supposed to be college? So it was something, man.
Well, it's one of those, because I mean, she knows rebellious type of thing, but that's generally the rebelliousness at that age would take a different route, where the rebelliousness wouldn't be about doing enemas and not eating dead animal flesh, and it's like the rebelliousness would be the other direction. Like, well, I'm gonna smoke, I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna do drugs, I'm gonna go, which I did that in high school, but when this came around, now the rebelliousness is I'm not eating at fast food restaurants. I'm not eating restaurants at all. I'm not eating dead animal flesh anymore. And that's what I hope inspire or foster in some generation of young people. I don't know if it'll be this generation, but one of these generations eventually, the teenagers, that's going to be the way that you rebel against your parents. Is your parents is like, okay, we're going to McDonald's. You just look at like, no, I don't eat McDonald's. Well, no, that's what we're eating. If you're going to live under my roof, you're gonna eat my pus. Like, no, I got my own food. We went down and we got some apples, so I'm good. Y'all can go. Like that's the rebelliousness. Back in the 50s, all the Dean and that whole vibe. It's like what is the version of rebelliousness that the young people would have?
I think the day is here for that. It's not rapid, but
yeah. I mean, there's a few, and it's coming.
Did you remember with the Children of the Sun, what they were saying when we took them out?
Right.
And I mean, so it's here, and it's You know, it's folks across the country who have intelligent children that are kind of leading the parents, and we got to make better choices. So, but I mean, it's not where you want it at, like the
countercultural movement. In the way in the 60s when you had all the parents in the 50s, everything was real. You got to do it by the letter of the law, son. And then the 60s came and there just the whole hippie piece was like, nah, Vic came like, nah, I ain't living like that. I'm gonna do what I want to do and dress how I want to dress, be back to nature minded, that whole piece. So that's what I want to see, is that large scale countercultural movement that just destroys.
That is gonna happen. I mean, at least that much is gonna happen. It's like 1 + 1 = 2, where the youth and the elders don't, they're gonna always be combative in time, so